Have you saw the stories yet that I posted all from 2 weeks worth of episode yesterday?
No, I didn't even look.
Because there's a part from the Scene Queen song and it ends on the cut your dick off or whatever part that you loved.
Grab him by the bone or cut him.
That's literally the end of the segment. And I'm like, yeah, I'm using that part.
So, my song of the week is a bop from my dad. And believe it or not, I have another story to tell about it after I announce the song. So This song is In Hell, I'll Be Good Company by the Dead South.
Yeah.
It's like aggressive bluegrass. I don't know how to explain it more than that, but it's a vibe.
Okay.
But not only that, so one of my favorite customers came to the drive-thru yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's chatty. He's his own thing.
Yes.
And he's playing songs through our drive-thru speaker trying to get us to guess them. Okay. This man,
guess that tune.
This man is in his 60s.
I love it so much.
And he was like, hey, he's like saying some bands and he's like, have any of you heard of the Dead South? And mind you, I'm across the room. I turn around and I'm like, I have. And I have both hands up. And he's like, see, I knew one of you had good taste. And so it made me feel special. And then I didn't want to tell him that, yeah, I only heard of him last week because of my dad. But still. This week on the Cena segment. We're just going to talk about D&D because that's all that occupies my life right now.
Yeah. And
today we're going to be building Nicole's character on the live and making food. So before we do that, I just have a couple questions. If you don't have an answer for them, that's fine. Like, it's just something for you to think about as we're building your character, but also it's for me writing stories.
Okay.
So that way I can like work on incorporating things if you want them or like what's your expectations. So
am I answering these right now?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm here. Okay.
So have you had the first couple questions are from me. The rest of them, there's actually a website. It's called nonfictiongaming.com. And the article is 28 questions for a DM to ask their new players. Mm-hmm. So some of the questions I skipped because fuck that. But I added some on my own. So here's my first ones. So some of them might repeat, but that's because I wrote some and then they wrote some. So have you thought of anything you want for your backstory? I know you sent me a character picture and you want to have a spiked club.
Sort of, but not really. Nothing
like crazy, just sort of emotional feeling.
Yeah.
Is there any special thing you want your character known for?
So, because I'm sort of like a bounty hunter.
Okay,
in
cool.
my mind, okay?
Perfect. Bounty hunter.
No questions asked, kind of.
You're like,
thing.
Show me the money, I'll do it.
Yeah. Yes.
So does your character has hard limits, like no women and children? Is it like a no?
I just have to screen it before accepting the job, basically.
Okay. I like that. So every character needs a good tragedy. Have you thought of a tear-jerking thing for her?
I haven't, but I can.
And that's all up to you. Like,
yeah.
Why is she a bounty hunter versus being with her tribe? Like, what's going on there? And again, you don't have to have a question, but these are just to help you think. Yeah. And then we'll be able to apply that when building your character sheet. How relevant do you want character growth or your character's past to be involved with
the game?
With the game. Like
I don't think like the past story really has anything.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
But like whatever, I don't know. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
With it.
So moving into the 28 questions to ask your characters or your players.
Yeah.
So obviously the player's name, you're Nicole.
Nicole.
Your character's name.
Lilith the Enraged.
Love it. When you sent me that, I was like, I'm here for it.
That's what I was thinking of from the video is the rage moment. Okay? Because I wanted her to be half orc.
Okay,
Because
love.
then when she goes into rage, that's when her half orc comes out.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry. There's that. I couldn't think of what I was thinking of.
See, that's really good to know because your character will be able to speak 2 languages, I believe.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to want to pick Common and Orcish then.
Yes.
Do you want any of your do you want your character to know any of the other people playing, or do you want it to be like
no?
That's what I thought. Everyone's getting pulled together.
Mm-hmm.
Why does your character join this current adventure? I know I sent you the stuff I wrote up, right?
Yeah, but I didn't read any of it.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine.
So
that's fine. So I'll read it on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do know you said last week that you're being paid.
I am. She sought me out to be part of the adventure.
Yes. So
whatnot.
You're literally hired hand. We have one person that I know of that is going to owe the princess a life favor.
Yeah.
One person who's already in service to the princess.
Yes.
Possibly my own character, which would also be in service to the princess because she can't go on the journey.
Yeah.
And then whatever Andrew ends up deciding. We haven't built his character yet, so he hasn't fully decided yet.
Yeah.
So this is one for you to think about. What major event propelled your character into a deadly career of an adventurer? No sane person would fight horrors just 'cause. Is what's written.
Well, why not?
Why not?
I
money.
see my barbarian as being an Aquarius who is emotionally unavailable. So
perfect. This next question says, what is your character's motivation for adventuring and sticking with the rest of the party? Money. This says, what is your secret reason for joining the adventuring party?
I love catching people. I like feeling enraged.
How important is the accumulation of wealth? A 1 through 5. 6.
Yeah.
So do you want your character to have what does your character hate? Like, is there something that you hate?
Men.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's the thing. I hate men, but I'm gonna end up being best friends with Andrew's character.
Yes.
Yep.
He can show you that at least one male doesn't suck.
Yeah. And I can question his his sexuality the whole time. I'm like, are you sure you're not gay?
What do you want your character to fear?
Emotions.
Such an Aquarius.
These are all tentative.
They're all tentative.
Because I am answering on the spot.
But it's funny just to listen.
Yes.
This says, name someone your character has wronged. So you can think about maybe you got hired to do something for someone else, but it turns out you were on the wrong side of the tracks doing it.
Yeah.
And maybe it could be...
I didn't screen it properly, so that's why I put major screening into the job.
Yeah, and it could be something that may encounter, like, you might be banned from going in an entire city.
Yeah. Or a specific tavern.
And we have to go there.
Yeah.
And you're like, how do I look inconspicuous?
Yeah.
Name something your character would kill to learn. And again, you don't have to answer it, but you can think about it. Like, ultimate, what am I trying to find?
Okay.
So this one, I'm not sure I understand this question. I'm going to skip that one.
The cool one?
Yeah, it says pick 3 of fantasy, elves, magic, narrative, discovery, expression, challenge, fellowship, abnegation, kill stuff, or sensory, dice, and mini. So I guess it's asking, like, play style. Do you want more of a role play kind of thing? Do you want to roll your dice a lot and have it mean something?
Yeah. Definitely sensory.
I'm very map heavy.
Challenges and fantasy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I figured you'd be one of my more puzzle people. So
yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we could have added the dungeon delving with traps and monsters, exploration, political intrigue, social subterfuge. I guess it's all like the list there at the end. Just like different kinds of stuff.
Build a castle, run an empire, and get a following.
Yeah. Wacky, zany adventures or dark and serious. Accumulation of wealth or power, or episodic versus arc-based. It's kind of going to be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because that's the nice thing about a smaller group.
Yeah.
I guess that's really it for the Cena segment. You've been listening to the Wife Wednesday podcast. I'm a lizard person.
And I'm Linder.
Bye. All right, wives. We are at Wife Wednesday Pod on Instagram and Facebook. And because Twitter can go fuck themselves, you can find us at Wife Wed Podcast. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and of course on our host, Spreaker. You can reach out to us on any platform or email us directly at info@wifewednesdaypod.com. Our episodes drop every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Remember, we post Song of the Week every week on Instagram stories, and it is saved in highlights. And for our book clubs, we have all the books we read listed on Goodreads, which can be found on our link tree located in our bio on all platforms, along with our Spotify Song of the Week playlists. We would also like to thank our manager, Dustin, for dealing with us on a weekly basis.